Hello, YouTube. Also, hello from Willie, who's right over there. He was up on my lap a second ago, but he didn't want to be a part of the video. So there he is. Yeah, I just finished this book, Stephen King's Later, from the Hard Case Crime imprint. It's kind of like a throwback to those old pulps of the 40s and 50s, and Stephen King has written 3 titles for them. And of course, this one has a supernatural element to it. Jamie Conklin can speak to the dead, this young kid. And it's basically like The Sixth Sense by way of Quentin Tarantino. For a while there, I was like wondering, when is the crime going to show up in this book? I mean, don't get me wrong, Stephen King he spins a great yarn. And tells a great tale, but it was for a while there it was starting to seem like, basically one of his supernatural novels. But then for the last third of the book, then we really get into the police procedural part of it, because one of the characters is a dirty cop who was in a relationship with Jamie's mother. The thing I like about Stephen King is he's a great observer of human behavior, and that always makes his writing very, very compelling. I guess, yeah, I'm going to compare him to Charles Dickens, because that's also why Charles Dickens was so popular and is so popular, is that he wrote very, very well drawn people that could people were he wrote people that were so well drawn that they could be real, and you wish they could be real. Like for instance, I mean, Fezziwig. I mean, who wouldn't want to hang out with a chap called Fezziwig, like Fezziwig, who basically was a bon vivant, happy-go-lucky type of a drinker guy who, put on a big splashy party at Christmas time for all of his workers. But yeah, I have to say, I really enjoyed this book. He just kept me reading and kept me going. The thing is, Stephen King is so prolific at like crafting a tale like this must be second nature by now. And he also takes a couple opportunities to very lightly link it to it and to his Dark Tower series. When Jamie mentions Deadlight, when there's this evil spirit that possesses this evil, whatever it is, an evil demon that possesses the dead image of this guy who is going to bomb a supermarket. He mentioned deadlights at the center of this guy's soul, and deadlights is what gets mentioned quite a bit in the It novel, and I understand, even though I'm not there yet, in the Dark Tower series. So yeah, it was a good ripping yarn. I really enjoyed it. I'm just in awe of his talent, because for him, writing seems to be like breathing. He'd be the last person to tell you that, because he says writing takes work, and it does take work. But you do have to practice it, and Lord knows he's had plenty of chances to practice when he was writing under the pen of Richard Bachman. And then, of course, when he wrote Carrie, a novel that he threw away, but his wife retrieved from the trash can, that's the one that really, really broke him big broke down the walls into turning him into the novelist that we know of today, the household name, because in the 70s he was, God, on fire. The Shining. Let's see, The Shining. I'm just not no particular order. The Shining, Salem's Lot, It, Carrie, of course, Cujo, The Dead Zone, on and on. Those first generation of horror books that he wrote, and I have to admit, I kind of drifted away from him right around Pet Sematary, because I was getting a little tired of the formula, and there was a formula there. Couple moves to scary town, most likely in Maine, and weird things start to happen, and I got tired of the story beat, so I just kind of drifted away from him, which is a shame, because not 2 or 3 years later came one of his magnum opuses, It, which is like this doorstop of a book, the love child between Ray Bradbury and H.P. Lovecraft, and I finally got to read that about 10 years ago, and now we've got a miniseries, 2 movies, and now a a miniseries attached to the modern movies, which I really would like to see. Let's face it, sometimes it feels like it's Stephen King's world and we're just living in it. So, yeah, I highly recommend this. It was a good rollicking read. Only took me about, I don't know, say, I'm not that fast of a reader, so about a week to read. After this, I don't know what. I'll just wait and see what happens. See where the wind blows me. Might read this nostalgia book about Back to the Future. Lord knows it cost enough. So it better be, I mean, yeah, way too much. But I thought I got suckered in, got suckered into the whole, yeah, drop this money and have this really cool limited edition book. It's like, yeah, that I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for it. Anyway, thanks for listening. Take care. Keep reading, and we'll speak to you soon. This is the Gentleman Scholar signing out.